So in today's video, we're talking all about healing and forgiving and how they go hand in hand. I think for most of us, we get hung up on moving past our pains and our sorrows, and we don't really understand that true healing can come to us when we actually forgive. This can be of ourselves and it can be of another person. And forgiveness is not always an easy thing to get to. What the dead have told me in readings is how sorry they are for their actions in life and how they wish they had been able to reach the plateau of forgiveness in order to have healing for themselves. So they take responsibility on from the other side, which means if they've caused someone pain in life, if they've hurt you, if they've left this plane and with unfinished business, they're letting us know that the healing for them and the healing for you is the same. That once they were able to reach forgiveness, once they were able to let go and heal, that's when the healing came forward. So every soul that crosses over goes through a purification process, whether they do it here on earth or they do it in heaven. And that purification is taking out the judgment, the anger, basically the fear that they've witnessed and experienced and held on to in their life. So by letting go of this fear, of these judgments, of these angers, of these frustrations, and then getting to a place of love, and that means pure love. That means that they've been able to shed the sorrowful acts. They've been able to shed the pains they've held on to. They can show up for us in a loving, helpful, enlightened way. So healing then for us on this earthly plane can come from forgiveness of self and from others. And not always an easy task, but totally doable. So where do you start? Where do we start to let go of the things that we might not even understand that we're holding on to? The first part is always about getting still and being within. It's about being with you. We have so much noise and chaos and social media and the news, and we're busy, we're working, and we're families and friends and whatever, but it's important to spend time with yourself. It's important to get into that relationship and understand what's going on inside of you internally. And that's getting that clarity that will really help you reach that forgiveness, which, like I said, is not always an easy thing. Hey, listen, I know, I've seen it, I've lived it, I've experienced holding on to my own pain until it no longer served me, is a release. Healing that means that I'm open to see love. Going to that forgiveness means that we're set free. It doesn't necessarily mean that the other person involved has to hear our forgiveness. Healing comes from forgiveness. Forgiveness sets you free. It's as simple as that. We don't need to complicate it. We don't need to talk about it. We just need to get to that point of forgiveness. So I've created a little downloadable that can help you take some action steps in order to reach your forgiveness. Whether it's for yourself or for another or for an event in your life. But finding that balance in your life will come from you doing that you work. Will come from you being still long enough to pay attention to what your body's saying. Do you have muscle tightness? Are you holding on to energy? Are you sick all the time? Are you angry all the time? These are telltale signs that you are in need of forgiveness. The two hardest things for us to do in life is one, to apologize, and the other is to forgive. That's crazy, right? But it's that simple. When we can say we're sorry, whether it's out loud, in a letter, face-to-face, even through a text, any type of communication where we can let the other person know how we feel without burdening them with our guilt, with our anger, with our frustration. By letting that go, healing can come. It's not about putting your own needs aside. It's about getting to that sweet spot of love. I hope that you have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next video where we're going to talk about relationships and more on the you work. Take care and God bless.
Stands with God and angels, oh, love lifts her from her pain. The cross on